What? I said, oh, you. Yeah, can't steal it. Woo, wheel and deal it. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. But brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad.
I'm the man of the hour, the man with the power. You sleep to be sour.
It's showtime, folks.
Welcome to the Grill Out. From the heart of Shillian, West Virginia, here's your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty, and this is our 50th episode. Yes, the big 5-0. I am joined by both co-hosts today, both of them. Introducing first, the reflection of perfection, just Jason.
Nope.
Just Jason.
No reflection, no perfection.
No deception?
There was never any deception.
Of course there was.
No, there was just elevation.
Okay.
It's just Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm just here to, help.
I feel like you're ripping off my Twitter profile from years ago. I did delete Twitter. But at one point, my Twitter handle was Just Jeff.
Just Jeff?
Yes, Just Jeff.
Okay.
I swear to God. I'm not. That is not a bit. That is 100% factual.
No, I don't see that I need a nickname or an alias or anything like that. Like I'm just a common person, and that's okay. I don't need a Hollywood or a Bebe. I don't need anything like that. I'm just Jason.
I feel like this is a skinwalker in here right now, and we're not actually talking to Jason.
Nope. I am just here to I'm not the star of the show. I am supporting cast, and I don't need anything big or elaborate. Just Jason.
Just Jason.
Just Jason.
Okay.
I'm just going to enjoy my coffee, chime in every now and then, and that's what I'm here for.
There you go. And the current reigning and defending and...
Because it's not all about me, and I want you to know that. Like, I don't
I know
view
it's
this.
not.
Yeah, I don't view this as all about me. I am the previous champ, longest reigning and defending, and that's fine. That's okay.
As he interrupts me. Introducing next...
I don't believe I interrupted you.
Slightly. The reigning, defending, and questionable picks... Josh Cole.
Well, you know how long I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself here today because I am back and better than ever. You see, while I was gone, I was traveling the world looking for the best championship belt maker on the globe today because I needed a championship to represent a real lineage, not this little 10 ounces of plastic that has been missing in Jason's possessions for, a month?
While I was the champion, it was not missing.
You weren't the champ.
I
was the champ.
See, your real champ is here. He is all in because I'm amazing with those predictions I made. I'm sure they were 100% accurate and not forged in.
All right. You mentioned All In. All In is actually happening right now as we speak.
Yeah.
We won't have any reactions to it, anything. There's going to be nothing on the show about it because of just when the show will come out. But I'm just going to jump down to the bottom right here, number 5 on our list. Speaking of All In, it looks like, according to some adverts at Wembley Stadium, AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door will be in London in 2025. I know we talked last week about how All In will be going to Texas next year in July for 2025. Then we'll return to the UK in 2026. It looks like Forbidden Door may take its place in 2025. Will that be at Wembley Stadium? Not for sure on that. Details to come, but it does look like Forbidden Door will be going to London in 2025.
Well, all right.
So, yeah, just speaking of All In. And like I said, we can't really talk too much about
I saw the Hurt Syndicate debuted.
What?
At All In,
Did they?
Yeah.
This is news to me. I hope it's news.
Yeah.
I hope it is. Anyway.
If I get that prediction right, I'm still champ.
No.
You have more predictions to get through.
That's right.
Like, yes, we are doing Bash in Berlin predictions.
It's going to be a bash.
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
What's up?
If Josh loses, big if, because of...
I mean, he had some solid picks.
He did. But
the Royal
he
Kangaroos?
Loses,
yeah.
Will this be the shortest title reign through grill outs?
Probably.
Out of 50 episodes.
You see, it doesn't matter how long your reigns are.
Yes, it does.
It's the quality of the defenses.
Pretty terrible quality on your defense. Because there would be absolutely no successful defense. Like, I don't even think you're going to get one match right. Howard Finkel?
Yeah.
The funny the funny thing is, I was actually sitting there thinking about this. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the belt, he loses the belt at at All In, regains it at Bash in Berlin or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
It is, or whoever regains it, gets it at All In, loses it at Bash in Berlin. That's literally like a house show transitional reign.
Yeah.
That's basically what that is. That's not, you know, it's not live. It was straight up, it was a house show. Now, at that point, do we count it as canon? I mean, we already put the predictions out there.
Yeah, I mean.
So, quite possibly.
It's not America.
Yeah.
No, it's Berlin. That's clearly not America. I know you have a music degree, but did you not have to take like any geography?
Actually, no.
Oh wow.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we did history, but no geography.
Oh yeah, I did do history myself. Anyway, just to stick with AEW, I think this was very cool. I know last week Jason and I talked about
The two of us.
Yes, the two of us. We
'Cause
talked
we
about
were here.
we talked about Jack Perry's new TNT title.
Yes.
Did you know that he forged that thing himself?
I'm pretty sure he used a replica.
Yeah, so he melt. I don't know what the metal it is that he used, but
I don't know why he did that either. Actually,
I maybe Tony wasn't going to buy him one, so he's like, screw it, I'm just going to make one of myself.
well, I don't know why he added like extra metal to it. Why didn't he just like spray paint the other plate? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what it did to it exactly.
So what he did was, I don't know if y'all see these the forging videos that people do where they'll take something like a random object and they'll put they'll put it down in the sand to get the outline, then they'll put the metal on it to mold it. That's basically what he did with the TNT title. He took a replica title, he took the plates off of it, put it into the sand, and it got the outline of it, pulled it out, and he poured, I don't know what the metal was, but he poured some melted metal
It's like
into
silver
it.
or nickel or something.
Yeah, and forged it himself, and then pretty much created his own belt at that point. I mean, it's still a TNT title, but he forged his own belt.
Is AEW that hard up for cash? That they have to have the talent make their own titles?
Well, I mean, according to some people, I don't know for sure about their TV deal, but the rumor is right now that they are getting an extensive deal from Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So as soon as we find that out, we'll let everybody know.
Well, I mean, there's also speculation that possibly with what show is it, All In?
Yes.
That they could be hearing, here comes some money coming their way.
There maybe. And there is also the possibility that a Ricochet may pop up.
Yeah.
So again, we don't know.
Bounce in there.
Yeah, he'll just
Maybe
kind of
ricochet in.
bounce off of the ropes.
No.
Maybe a Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, maybe a Hurt Syndicate. We might have a few
Maybe
debuts.
Howard Finkel. The
Maybe.
Royal Kangaroo.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Royal Kangaroos really, like, out of everything, every pick that Josh had, that was the one that I did not know.
Yeah.
Wait, we were making picks last week? I thought we were asking me opinions on my favorite wrestlers.
No.
Your favorite wrestling tag team is the Royal Kangaroos?
Yeah.
Really, what do you like about them?
They're royal and they like kangaroos.
I see. Well,
Do you like kiddaroos?
No.
Oh,
I'm not a kid.
tricks are for kids.
Yeah.
so Mauro Ranallo's returning to wrestling.
I wish we had a camera right now just to see that awkward exchange. Yeah, so just to switch gears over to Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, we've talked about Scott D'Amore's promotion. He is bringing it back in Canada.
Canada sucks.
You go say that to Scott D'Amore. They do have an event coming up in October, and it looks like that Mauro Ranallo will be making his return to professional wrestling. This is coming from Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling's website. Maple Leaf Pro is proud, quote, Maple Leaf Pro is proud to announce that iconic Canadian combat sports announcer Mauro Ranallo is going to be the voice of Maple Leaf Pro. Mauro's broadcasting career began in Western Canada with two of Canada's legendary promotions, All-Star Wrestling
Not the West Virginia one.
not Gary Dameron and them. All-Star Wrestling in Vancouver and Stampede Wrestling in Calgary. He then moved on to announce for almost every major MMA promotion, including Pride, FC, Strikeforce, and Bellator, as well as being the voice of many of the biggest boxing events over the last few decades. End quote.
WWE.
Mamma mia.
That's actually the quote that I just pulled. That's what the line was right above it.
Okay.
I just didn't add it to the quote.
No, you have to have Mamma mia.
Yeah, it's his thing. It is his thing.
And he was indeed in WWE.
He was. I think Mauro is, coming from a bit of a broadcast nerd myself, Mauro is top tier. I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he's fantastic at what he does, and I think, and I'm. This is not me throwing shade at WWE or anything, but I think the way he was treated there,
Yeah, JBL.
yep, with JBL and all that whole fiasco, I think that was, I think they did him dirty.
I honestly thought that Mauro would have gone to AEW.
I really thought that too.
I really thought that Tony Khan was going to try to get Mauro.
That's true, and who knows? Maybe he did try, but I think there's a possibility that maybe Mauro took the Joey Styles approach, and he was just so let down with this is pure speculation.
Yeah.
Don't know this, but sort of just let down enough by the WWE incident that he just pretty much left wrestling altogether, because he did go call MMA fights and boxing fights after that.
Yeah.
So he stayed within broadcasting. He didn't go full Joey Styles and leave broadcasting and everything altogether, but he did, he did do, like I said, MMA and boxing, and maybe he just didn't want to be in professional wrestling. So, or, maybe he didn't want to do it for AEW. It could go either way.
Yeah.
Pure speculation at this point. But especially when they decided to have Collision, that would, I feel like Mauro would have fit in with that. But nevertheless, he is returning to professional wrestling thanks to Maple Leaf Pro. And just to stick with Maple Leaf Pro, they are forming a wrestling alliance with Qatar Pro Wrestling, QPW.
The invasion's happening again.
It is. Qatar Pro Wrestling are from the Middle East and Africa. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling from North America and Oceania Pro Wrestling from Australia have formed the Pro Wrestling Alliance to work together on talent exchanges, champion versus champion dream matches, and other collaborations. The Pro Wrestling Alliance era begins on September 22nd when QPW Classy Ali defends his title in an already loaded OPW event in Melbourne, Australia. Then, on October 19th, QPW and OPW talent will be on deck as Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling emanates from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, with back-to-back pay-per-view events that will stream worldwide, and that is also where Mauro Ranallo will, start his announcing with Maple Leaf Pro. So yes, they are getting together with Qatar Pro Wrestling and Oceania Pro Wrestling to form the Pro Wrestling Alliance. In this day and age, in professional wrestling, this isn't too shocking. No. It seems like within the past few years, certain professional wrestling promotions have formed alliances with each other.
Just recently, Japan did something, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Who was it with? Yes, no. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name right now, but there is several wrestling promotions in Japan that have formed together to create their own pro wrestling alliance.
Like all within Japan, like the nation has
their own pro wrestling alliance.
So
not the name pro wrestling.
No, but like the nation of Japan has like a wrestling alliance.
Yes.
Like a national wrestling alliance.
Sort of. Not the NWA, but something.
They have a NWA.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I'm actually Googling this right now.
Is Japan a nation?
Yes.
Okay. Shouldn't have taken that long to answer. Really simple question.
hey, listen to me.
So let's try it one more time. Is Japan a nation?
It is a nation, and I am looking up. You're talking about United Japan Pro Wrestling.
There we are.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. It was formed. We actually talked about this on the show before. They have All Japan, Big Japan, DDT Pro, Dragon Gate, Ganbare, Kenyusha. New Japan Pro Wrestling is actually in this. Pro Wrestling Noah, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, World Woman Pro Wrestling Diana, and World Wonder Ring Stardom. So yeah, that's that is United Japan Pro Wrestling. That is the alliance that they have over there that started, like I said, back in December.
So they have a nationwide wrestling alliance.
Pretty
they have
much.
A national wrestling alliance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the NWA, but yes, what you
I
are.
don't see how anyone could confuse the NWA with a NWA.
Yeah.
When you say National Wrestling Alliance, what if somebody's tuning in right now and they just hear that and they're like, yeah, mate, what they
Speaking of a wrestling alliance, every Thursday in Kaiser, West Virginia, Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance. There you go.
cheap plug.
God, I didn't miss you.
He did. Don't let him lie. But no, with the way the pro wrestling landscape has been, you have AEW has had these working relationships with loosely with Stardom, and also with who is it? With New Japan, of course, and then I think CMLL in Mexico, and then WWE has sort of worked on their own alliances loosely with Pro Wrestling Noah, Marigold, and I think AAA also in Japan, and then also let's see, Rev Pro's in there somewhere. Yeah, it gets a little convoluted when you sit there and you really start thinking about it. Like but I'm okay with that. Pro wrestling to me.
Well, as long as you're okay with it, Jeff.
I am.
Did they call you? Did they ask you if they were?
I'm not that important. No. Trust me, I'm not that important.
To me, you are that important.
Hey, you've been sourced in Fightful.
I know.
Yeah.
The show has been sourced in Fightful.
They should have just left out the whole thing about the gorilla and just said, according to Jeff Petty.
I know.
Hollywood, Jeff Petty.
I know.
They actually did say the grill out with Hollywood Jeff Petty on there.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did.
God,
They did. They did. They actually did.
You see, they should have just left out the grill out and just said, according to Jeff Petty.
No,
Because
I am not. I am not.
No, Jeff. Listen, fair. You have made it perfectly clear that you're the important one. That you are in charge here.
Well,
makes you pretty legitimate. Like I'm the legitimate champion.
I'm not.
Shut up.
I was the legitimate champion, but he was not.
I agree.
He was the illegitimate champion.
When you say he and you point at me, you have to tell the listeners who you're pointing at. So
You're
you
telling
have to
them right now.
Yes, because I understand how auditory processing works.
Yeah.
There's the Jason I know and love.
Nope.
It is.
I am just here to help the show be the best show that it can be.
So, okay, would you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that.
No. Would you say
Okay.
that as far as the grill out goes,
Yeah.
I am the GOAT? Because speaking of GOATs, John Cena says Roman Reigns is the GOAT of WWE.
Of West Virginia?
Yeah, I mean,
He's the GOAT of
Roman
West
Reigns is the
Virginia.
GOAT of West Virginia. No, I was merely saying that just to tee up this next story. On the Club Shay Shay podcast with Shannon Sharp, when asked who the GOAT of WWE was, Cena had this to say, quote, "I don't think there is a better breathing example of the best the business has ever been than Roman Reigns. It's amazing that I'm saying a still active talent, Jesus, with years in front of him is the greatest of all time. He's been in it since 2012. I had to work my way up. I started on the bench and then got on to the Saturday program, lost every match. He came in with the Shield in a really high-level spot and never wavered, even when fans didn't like him. He was still in a main event spot. He's been in a main event lens for over a decade. In 2012, the WWE stock was trading at $11. WWE TKO stock is now at $117. That's on his shoulders. There isn't a better indication, and I know it's a team effort, and nobody does it alone. But that, to me, is some serious... Not going to say that word. I have to give respect where it's due.
Serious poopy.
Yes. Roman is smart, passionate about the business, multi-generational talent, has respect for his family, the locker room, the business. He's a very smart performer and someone I respect. He'd be my greatest of all time.
I think he's just being a WWE shill here.
I felt like it was a bit of a company answer that he gave Shannon Sharp there.
Yeah.
To which I now turn the question to here on the podcast, to all of us, who do we think is the greatest of all time of WWE?
Well, it depends.
We got a few minutes.
Are you considering, like, are you just talking wrestler? Are you talking entertainer? What aspect are you looking at?
I guess all around, which I guess is the angle that John Cena is going with this, with Roman Reigns. Because, I mean, well, that's an interesting question. I guess, to me, greatest of all time impact on WWE. To me. Like, who would be the greatest of all time there? Because I think you got a few options.
You do. And unfortunately, one of those options would be Hogan.
Yeah. But I'll say this, I wouldn't give it to Hogan. And maybe I'm a little biased by saying this because y'all know where I'm going with this.
Well, you also...
I would say Austin.
But it's one of those things that if there were no Hogan...
True.
Would there have been an Austin? At the same time, if there was no Vince McMahon Sr., if there was no Goldust Trio... You know,
well, we go back that far, but just within, how do we do this? Just within WWE, like, maybe not so much.
I think it's easy to pick who's the best of the eras.
Yes.
It's a little bit difficult to think over, like, the entire time.
Because you also have to think, okay, just because someone was great for their era,
True.
doesn't mean they were great. It means they had the money train pushing them.
That's true.
Like Randy Savage, in my opinion, was 20 times better than Hogan.
I agree with that. When you talk golden era of WWE, WWF at the time, you talk about that era. I'm a macho guy. I'm a macho man guy. Okay, I like Randy Savage. I'm not if I were a kid during that time, I wouldn't gravitate towards Hogan. I already know it. I would have gravitated towards Savage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a good point.
And if you talk about in-ring work, I mean, you've got to look at people like Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels.
True.
If you're talking about talking, Roman's not even in the top 10 for me.
No.
Like, Roman, in my opinion, didn't really start getting really over until Paul Heyman came in the picture.
Yeah.
But Paul Heyman had to come into the picture to get that to work. Because think about how Roman was before that.
Yeah.
He was booed out of the building. For those of you that do not know, he was booed out of the building. You know, he had this John Cena effect, as in half the crowd liked him, half the crowd hated him. But the difference is between John Cena and Roman Reigns was pushed so hard that it did have an adverse effect to where the only way to fix it was to have him turn heel. Eventually, the fans started to win. John Cena started to win fans over.
Yeah.
And part of that was he had to go away and come back, but he never had to turn heel. Roman had to turn heel. There was no way to get around that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Talking wise, yeah, wouldn't even be in the top 10.
So I think just because of that, you can't be greatest of all time. Greatest of all time is the entire package.
Yeah.
Because when it's World Wrestling Entertainment, you're looking at who is the greatest wrestling entertainer of all time.
Okay. Maybe Michaels?
That's where I am.
If you're the argument that you're presenting is it's making me think Shawn Michaels. Because Shawn Michaels, as far as I know, is one of the only people in the professional wrestling business to have one half of his career cut, and then he has the injury, come back and have a totally same career, but he has two separate careers in the one. Like he sort of had the Michael Jordan effect, as in Michael Jordan won his first 3 titles, left to go play baseball, came back, won 3 more.
Yeah.
So that's Shawn Michaels. I like Austin.
I feel Austin wasn't there enough in a way.
The injury, the neck injury cut it short.
Yeah, but it's like when you look at who was on top for however many years, his run was only like a few years.
That's true. But it was also, I'll say this, it had
a huge impact for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a few years, but it was a huge impact on what was going on around that
It's just
time.
like The Rock as well. His
Well,
is
at the
only a
same,
few years.
yeah, at the same time, though, some of the lowest ratings during the Monday Night Wars was when Michaels was the champ.
That's true.
So,
see, then there's another counter argument against Michael. So I don't know if you the listener that's listening to this,
Brawler.
the Brooklyn Brawler. There we
Brooklyn
go.
Brawler. Sit back, Roman. It's BB.
Yeah.
BB guy.
I was going to say that or Jerry Briscoe.
I will say this, John Cena is considered greatest of all time by some people. Y'all asked this question last week, I didn't get the answer. Like, should he go for that 17th world title? Or, I haven't seen you guys brought this up, should he go for that Intercontinental Championship and be a Grand Slam?
Oh.
See, he's not a Grand Slam. He's never won the Intercontinental.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. And besides, 17's not really the record, but
Yeah. Anywho, who do you think is the greatest of all time in WWE? And do you think that John Cena should go for the world title or the Intercontinental title in his last year with the WWE?
do it both.
What is it?
Gene Snitsky.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault.
Nope.
Email us to grillot95@gmail.com. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have predictions for WWE Bash in Berlin. Stay tuned.
It's time for more of the Grill Out. Here's Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty. I am joined by just Jason.
Yeah,
Did I get it right this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't have to put the just. I'm Jason.
You're just Jason.
Yeah. There's no just. I'm joined by Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah. It's not tough.
It is not.
What is tough is this title I have here on my lap. Made of real metal, not that 10 ounces of plastic.
So for those of you, well, nobody is seeing this because this is a audio format.
Yeah.
Josh has a legitimate replica belt in here right now.
Yeah. It's my own custom belt. You can say it has a little spin on it.
He has the spinner belt. In case you didn't pick up on that, the John Cena spinner belt.
A real championship.
What's really sad to me is the fact that our 10 ounces of plastic isn't good enough.
I know.
It's not good enough.
I was sitting there thinking that.
I think, personally, being just Jason, that it's kind of disrespectful to our title lineage.
Yeah, a little bit, Josh. I put so much time, painstakingly into that.
One of your stickers fell off.
I know. I put so much time into putting those stickers on that belt.
Yeah, your Ric Flair sticker fell off.
You see, the greatest of all time fell off, so it's no longer a great championship.
Man, he wanted to go to... I'm just going to stop right there. WWE Bash in Berlin is this upcoming Saturday. Start time for that will be 12:30 Eastern, so, noon 30 on next Saturday. There's 6 matches on the card. One of them being LA Knight's United States title match. That will be an open challenge. We're just going to pretty much guess who the open challenge is going to be for that belt. I'm
sorry, I have to interrupt you. I was looking at the best technical wrestlers of all time. And someone...
Please say Bobby Blaze.
No, someone on this list has put Andre the Giant.
Well, I don't think Andre. I don't think technical wise Andre is the greatest of all time, but like in the 70s he could get around. Like,
yeah, all those
He's scary.
grapevines he was putting on people. Those 5-foot-long legs.
Just clinics.
Yeah.
Just doing absolute clinics with people.
Anyways, okay.
There you go. Greatest technician of all time, Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
First match. Again, this is in no order. We don't know what the match order is going to be. This is just what I have first. Singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, the champion, defending it against Randy Orton. If Orton wins the championship, he will be transferred to Raw, and Gunther will be transferred to SmackDown. I'll go first.
For those confused on that stipulation, Orton is a SmackDown guy, but he's getting a rematch because of the King and Queen of the Ring final.
Yeah. So, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going Gunther on this. I don't see Orton winning it. Gunther's going to have the belt for a while. I mean, I don't think
he is the forever champion.
Yeah. So, Jason,
I have to agree with you, Jeff.
Yeah, like it does not make sense. The man who has 75% of his run in WWE has been with him as champion, and he just wins the title and he drops it to Orton unless something crazy happens, like Gunther gets injured or something in a match, and they have to call an audible at that point.
Well, I don't see Randy needing the title right now. Like, keep it on Gunther. Let him have a story with it.
No, exactly.
You know, there was this one of the social media pages, wrestle pages. They're like, should Orton win a final world championship? I'm like, you're acting like he can't win like 2 or 3 more.
Yeah. I think Orton's got a lot more time.
Yeah,
a lot more time in the tank.
Well, especially with his wrestling style.
Yeah.
That's true. He has a very safe style that is not hard on the body.
Yeah.
But it looks spectacular.
A lot of people used to call it really boring until he wasn't around for a while, and then people really started missing that. The rest hold a mania.
Speaking of someone who could win or beat that record,
I was going to say who you pick for this.
I was going to say Randy Orton could be someone who could beat that record in quotations, but I'm going Gunther.
Okay,
It has to be
Gunther
Gunther
on that one. Okay.
Forever champion Gunther. He's holding that to 2026.
Yeah, he's got to. Singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, your champion, defending it against Kevin Owens. I got to go Cody. I'm going completely. I got to go 100% Cody Rhodes on this. I love Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Absolutely love KO. It's got to be Cody. So.
You know, I'm slightly disappointed with the title run so far.
Yeah.
I still think it's going to be Cody, though.
Yeah. I don't see Kevin getting it. Like, it's not. Cody will know when Cody's going to drop that belt.
Yeah.
Like, the audience will know. We will know here on the show. Like, but it's not going to be against Kevin Owens. Also, Cody, like we've said on the show before, run towards the title, amazing.
Yeah.
Hasn't been that.
Well, it's like
great.
that with a lot of baby faces.
That's true. That's very true.
It's not so much about what happens after the title. It's the run up to. There's this big part of me that wants to see Jacob Fatu get the title. And then you have the story of Solo and Jacob, because Jacob is not the head of the table. But then you also have Roman in that mix. So,
also, Jacob Fatu is a maniac in the ring. Like, he's fantastic at what he does.
Yeah.
That would also be an interesting dynamic, because did y'all see SmackDown the other night?
No.
So Jacob Fatu was one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Solo made him give up his title to Tonga so that he can be his personal enforcer. So, like, what if Jacob Fatu won the title? Would Solo make him give him the title?
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, that kind of gives Christian Cage vibes.
Well, but you also have to understand that Solo is not too bright if he's making Tonga Loa a champ.
I think you got me there.
Granted, it does make more sense that the Tongans are the champs instead of one Tongan and Jacob, but yeah.
That's true. All right, Josh, who you got?
It's Rhodes. I like Kevin. I hope he does win a world championship again at some point, but it's not now. But I think Owens might turn heel. I don't know.
I got you. All right, next match, mixed tag team match. The Terror Twins. Are they really calling themselves this? Okay. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are taking on the Judgment Day. Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan.
I'll just say I did question that too, but then this past Raw, they actually, both of them called themselves that.
Okay.
I just don't like that name.
I know, I'm not a big. I'll say they were wanting to change the name of Judgment Day to Street Trash.
Yeah. Not a. No. I get that was Finn's idea.
Yeah.
Judgment
doesn't
Day
mean it's a good
worked.
idea.
No.
No. I like Finn, but I don't know that means it's a good idea. Yeah. I'm actually going to go Judgment Day on this one.
You know what? I'm in the same boat.
Okay. Jason's going to go Judgment Day. Josh.
You see, when the champ wins, he always wins. Terra Twins.
Oh, okay. Going to go with the Twins on this one. This is the first match so far that we've deferred on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm actually this match right here. I'm actually super excited for. It's a strap match.
You like the whipping?
I like the old school matches. Okay, that's one thing I do enjoy about CM Punk is how he has a tendency to like his matches these days. Like also going back to AEW, he has a tendency to bring back these older style matches, like the dog collar match he had with MJF. Yeah. Now he's bringing back a strap match. I know that WWE's had a strap match within the past 20 years.
Yeah, actually, just like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
about 3 years ago. Daniel Bryan and The Fiend.
Oh yeah, there was
that. Was a good one too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going.
Well, here's the
it's
thing,
going to be a
though.
good
It
match.
needs to be a Yakapai strap match, brother.
No, it needs to be a strap on a pole strap match.
Now that I think about Cody Rhodes, and it wasn't a strap match, but it was a bull rope match. Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura, I believe, had one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did forget about that. Okay.
Well, Jeff, who do you have?
Strap match. It's going to be CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Oh, this is a tough one. I don't know who's who. Okay. Who won? Who won the previous match between these two?
McIntyre
won. Okay. I needed that. I'm thinking.
But look in his eyes. What do you see?
And what's coming up in
It's
October?
glass all through his body. The guy's made of glass anymore.
That's. I'm gonna go Punk.
Mm.
I'm going to go Punk. If we are looking towards a rubber match, Punk has to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
McIntyre won the previous one. Punk wins this one.
Then you're gonna go Brock Goldberg. Goldberg gets 2 over him, and then Brock wins.
That's true. But I don't see them doing that.
Yeah.
So who you going with, Jason?
I'm also going Punk.
Okay.
I have to.
All right.
Best
Josh?
in the world, CM Punk. He's gonna whip him
Going to go.
and touch all 4 corners. That's how that works.
Yeah. It's weird that's how a strap match works.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why that just like.
Although I don't think Daniel Bryan's and the Fiends worked that way. I think they just fought with a strap and then pinned.
Yeah, I thought that's how it works, but then no, you gotta go to all 4 corners.
I mean, I wonder if they're just going to go with the classic swerve, the way that 2 strap matches have ended. It was Sting and I don't remember who, but then Eddie Guerrero and JBL, where the babyface goes for the splash, or they try to jump over and touch the last one, but then they push their opponent against that back final post. So I don't know.
We will have to see. But yeah, that one, I'll say this. That is one match that I am definitely looking forward to on this card. All right, next match. Tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The whole Unholy Union. Real quick, it's Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. I really wanted them to call themselves like Fire Dawn or something like that.
No, the Dawn of Fire.
Dawn of Fire. Like I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Well, that was something I said on the show a while back.
Well, you know what? They should listen to this show.
They should.
Yes. As you should. You should tell your friends about us.
I'm just trying to make things better.
I know you. They are the current champions, and they are defending it against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I'm going Unholy Union.
Ooh.
Well, Jeff, we have a problem here.
Yeah.
I'm also going Unholy Union because I think there's going to be a turn between Bianca and Jade.
I was going to say, are we on the same page with this?
I think so.
Okay. I think it's time. It's time for that to for that to happen.
Time. What?
Not quite.
No, not there yet. Not there yet. All right, Josh, who you got?
Y'all make a good point on the turn.
It's the right time for it.
But Josh, go with your gut. You don't have to.
Well, I was gonna say because
go with your heart.
On SmackDown this past week, sorry, hitting a little pole there. Bianca, Jade, and Naomi defeated the Unholy Union and Blair Davenport's team. They got the win. Usually, if the other team gets the win, then they end up losing.
But
yeah,
this is not Vinny K's booking.
It's true.
I'll say that was a big telegraph from him.
Yeah.
To know who's going to win at the pay-per-view, depending on who lost.
Yeah. We also
on the
do still
previous
have
show.
one SmackDown left, so you never know what's going to happen there. which will be in Berlin as
Yeah,
well.
and also if there's any matches added to this between now and then, apologies, but just the timing of this show, we just do predictions now just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, but usually these shows have like 6 matches, and we have 6. Which one of them's a iffy one? But
Unless it's AEW, then they have 45.
yeah, and they just announce them the day of as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But I'm going to agree. The union.
I'm going
The union that is unholy.
So far,
Holy.
Jeff and I have agreed on every match, and Josh has differed on one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's at this. Well, I don't know. This next one might be our tiebreaker. Okay, the final match that we have
Should
on
this be
here.
a 2-pointer, like who wins and who the mystery opponent is?
I mean, we could do that.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do that?
Well, you see, here's the problem. If we do that, I don't want Jeff to go first because I'm afraid he's going to pick the same person I do.
Okay. We won't pick the winner because we don't know who it is. I don't see LA Knight dropping the belt. I'll just say that.
I mean, the winner is going to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Do you agree, Josh, that the winner on this one's going to be LA Knight?
Maybe.
He's shrugging his shoulders. He wants to be a little difficult on this.
Maybe.
I think it's going to be LA Knight, no matter who the mystery person's going to be.
Yeah, I think the winner is LA Knight.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's LA Knight.
But I'm hoping that our mystery opponent is different for the three of us.
I would say it's definitely going to be different.
Okay.
I don't think that we're going to think of the same person on this because, to be honest with you, I don't know who I'm thinking of right now. I got a few names bouncing around in my head. So, singles match for the WWE United States Championship: LA Knight versus a to be determined opponent. He's going to have an open challenge at Bash in Berlin, so we don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, we have zero idea on who this could be. And basically, instead of us pick, I'm calling an audible executive order right here. We won't pick who the winner is because I think obviously it's going to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
So that's just going to be a wasted point. Just for the sake of a tiebreaker, we do we all pick who we think the person's going to be.
Okay.
So who I'm trying to think. I don't know who it could be off the top of my head. I don't know who's
the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Who could it be?
Well, while you're thinking, let me ask.
Go ahead.
Let me ask Josh. Josh, do you have someone picked?
I do, but I'm the champ.
I know you go last, but I'm
Champion's
guessing,
advantage.
Although my pick might change if you happen to name the same person.
Well, I'm guessing you're probably going to go with Killer Kowalski.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff, do you
That's
have
the
someone
man.
yet?
No, I do
Okay,
not.
I will pick mine.
You go ahead.
AJ Styles.
AJ. Oh, that's a solid one.
That is. And he is on SmackDown.
That's true. See, I don't know who, off the top of my head because I don't know who's on SmackDown.
Nakamura, he hasn't been around in a while.
Well, see, here's my thing. Open challenge. Could be anyone.
That's true.
Could be from TNA.
Ooh.
Could be.
Ooh.
Think it's Joe Hendry.
Oh. He is going for the NXT Championship
He is.
the following Sunday.
He is.
Actually, no. The day after. Yeah.
You convinced me. I'm going Joe Hendry on this one.
I'm thinking of maybe it could be Joe Hendry.
It could be. I didn't even think of NXT or TNA.
Yeah.
So who you got there,
So I
Josh?
have a German wrestler. He's on Raw, but he is a German wrestler, and he's not on this card. Ludwig
Gunther.
Kaiser.
Oh,
Well, Gunther is,
Austrian.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so just to wrap this segment up on who our picks are between Gunther and Randy Orton, all three of us chose Gunther. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship. Also Gunther and Randy Orton for the heavyweight title. We're all going Cody Rhodes on this one. This is where we defer. The mixed tag match between the Terror Twins and Judgment Day. Jason and I both go Judgment Day. Josh goes Terror Twins. Strap match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. All three of us go CM Punk. WWE Women's Tag match, the Unholy Union taking on Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. All three of us chose Unholy Union. This is where the difference is going to be for these picks. LA Knight's Open Challenge, who we think the opponent is going to be. Jason went with AJ Styles.
I did.
I went with Joe Hendry. Josh went with Ludwig Kaiser. So that's going to do it for us on predictions for Bash in Berlin. Again, that will be this Saturday, 12:30 Eastern. Make sure you tune in to that. And, of course, All In is actually going on right now as we speak, and all of that good stuff. We're going to take a quick break there, and when we come back on this day in wrestling history and the main event.
Once again, here's Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Outs. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty, and I'm joined by just Jason.
Nope. You are joined by Jason.
Just Jason.
The Jason.
The
Nope.
Jason.
Nope.
There it is. The
Jason.
Jason. He'll eventually return back to old form. And also the reigning and defending Grill Out Predictions heavyweight champion.
The GOP champion. I mean, we are Grill Out Predictions.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Josh Cole. Bye-bye.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. On this day in wrestling history. August 25th, 1997, founding member of the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson formally announces his retirement from the ring. Unlike many wrestling retirements, Anderson never wrestled another match after this date.
AA.
Yeah, I had to sit there and think about that. Yeah, he's been to like different appearances and stuff.
Yeah, he's
Dropped
been
a
back
spine
in the
buster.
ring.
Yeah, he did do a couple of spine busters, but he has not had a full match.
Well, that's also been because of injury.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. August 25th, 1999, at WWF Fully Loaded, a new North American wrestling record was set when the first 4 matches of the pay-per-view all saw title changes. These changes saw Jeff Jarrett, Double J, defeat Edge for the Intercontinental title. The Acolytes beat the Hardy Boys and Michael Hayes in a handicap match to win the tag team titles. D'Lo Brown defeated Midian for the European title, and the Big Boss Man bested Al Snow to win the Hardcore title.
Well, all right.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Did not know that. But that's why we do these segments, to educate people on the history of professional wrestling.
That's right.
August 25th, 2002, WWE SummerSlam 2002 took place at the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. At the event, Brock Lesnar became the then youngest WWE champion of all time when he defeated The Rock just a month after his 25th birthday. Debut in less than 6 months. Yeah, after his 25th birthday, his debut in less than 6 months after his
25th birthday.
Yeah, 25th debut. Also his
25th debut.
His 25th birthday.
Yes.
It's wrote kind of weird on here.
Yes.
And in less than 6 months after his WWE debut. So, 25th birthday in less than 6 months after his debut. Yeah. Also, Shawn Michaels.
Because a 25th debut would be his 25th time showing up.
Yeah. He'd be doing more.
It's really hard to debut 25 times.
Unless you're the Big Show. Well, that's fair.
That's.
I mean, there are a lot of independent promotions out there.
Yeah, but
that's true.
But this would be the 25th debut with WWF.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you've had 25 debuts in a certain promotion, reach out to us, thegrillout95@gmail.com.
Yeah, maybe it's just not cut out for you.
Maybe it's not. Also, Shawn Michaels took part in his first WWE match since WrestleMania 14 in 1998 when he faced and defeated Triple H in an unsanctioned street fight. Michaels would subsequently return again to win the World Heavyweight Championship in the first Elimination Chamber match at Survivor Series the same year. He would then wrestle a full-time TV schedule until his retirement in 2010. We actually talked briefly about that.
I'm sorry, we what?
We talked.
Okay.
Talked.
Yeah,
it took
your
me.
hick came out.
It did. My hick does come out. We talked. Hey, listen.
I know where I get me some sweet tea. They caught me shoplifting at the Chevy dealer.
No, it's not the Chevy dealer. It's the Dollar General.
Wait, there's Dollar Generals here? I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
That's true. I think they're putting in a Dollar General here at the radio station. Who knows?
Listen, here's what's going to happen. We're going to land on the moon. The astronauts are going to step off. They're going to turn around. There's going to be a Dollar General already there.
But you got to get that Clover Valley Trail mix.
So to add a little bit of trivia real quick,
Yep.
it says then youngest WWE champion. He is actually still the youngest WWE champion with that specific title.
Oh, okay.
But if you look at world championships in general, Randy Orton's youngest.
I was going to say, because Orton won it when he was 24, right?
It was the world heavyweight
Yeah,
championship.
and
the
that was
previous.
from Benoit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Then he has there's the turn in Evolution, and Triple H does the thumbs down thing.
Yeah, specifically WWE championships, Brock Lesnar. Any world championship, it's Randy Orton.
Also, now that I think about it, that's kind of a fever dream because Randy Orton was face at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's leaned more towards that way in his
He's
later
also
years.
young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Young Randy Orton a face?
Yeah, with only 3 tattoos.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. He had the 2 on his shoulders and the 1 on his back.
Well, the shoulder blades.
Yeah, shoulder
Yeah,
blade.
like 2 on the upper arms.
Yep.
And then 1 across the back.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
Now he's got sleeves.
Now he's just got like 1 really long tattoo.
Yeah.
That's true. Also, I learned that he has 600 hours in Elden Ring.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I learned that he did an interview with Cody Rhodes, and he was talking. He referred to himself as a fellow Tarnished, which that right there tells me he has definitely put 600 hours into that game. I've got about 300 myself.
Okay.
Yep.
Lord.
Yeah.
How many hours do you have in it, Josh?
None in Elden Ring.
Yeah, me either.
I have like 2,000 in Destiny overall. So.
Oh, wow.
But granted, it's been out for 10 years.
That's true.
Between 2
Okay.
games.
Yeah,
Haven't played any of it.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Now Fallout. There we go.
Hey, Fallout's a great one.
Yeah.
It is. All right, this ain't a video game podcast. Get good. The main event, where we go ahead and we let you know what your upcoming week is going to look like for professional wrestling, nationally and locally.
I enjoy Call of Duty.
I don't care for it.
I used to. It's become very toxic these days.
Well, that's why you have to insult kids the way that I do. Like, a lot of kids are very hateful on there.
Very.
And I just say comments about my dad.
Fair.
They're like, hey, quit camping. I'm like, go camp with my dad. Boom. Got you.
Mic drop. Actually, no. Gently set the mic down because that tears them up.
Anyways.
Your upcoming week of professional wrestling. Television-wise, it's going to look about the same, but August 30th, New Japan Pro Wrestling Capital Collision. Could not find a start time on this. I'm sure I think it is on pay-per-view, so I'm sure you go through
Probably
Bleacher
the
Report.
regular Japan start time, I assume.
Yeah. Well, I think it's normally around 4 local time, so 4 o'clock for us.
AM.
So that way they can catch the Japanese audience as well because they're 14 hours ahead of us. That would put them at 6 o'clock local time in the evening for them.
So 4 a.m.
Or 4 p.m. So it'd be
Okay.
6 a.m. Yeah. But I think they tape it and they put it back. TNA Emergence also will be happening this Friday, the 30th. Start time for that is at 8 p.m. Of course, we've already talked about WWE Bash in Berlin. The start time is 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. That'll be August 31st. And then September 1st will be NXT No Mercy at 8 p.m.
Joe
Eastern.
Hendry challenging for the NXT Championship.
He is.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Locally, for Saturday, August 31st, Real Shoot Wrestling will be at Fairmont State University in Fairmont, West Virginia, presenting 7-Year Itch.
Go to a doctor.
Yeah, probably. This will be held in Coalbank Hall and will be RSW's 7-year anniversary show. Bell time is 7 o'clock, and tickets are $10, while Fairmont State students get in free with their student ID.
So if you want to get in free,
You got to enroll at Fairmont State University.
yeah, and then you can get into the show for free.
I bet you anything, the 3 of us, when we were at State, if there was a show like this on campus, we would be.
Yeah.
I think that's a no-brainer. Here's our student ID. Yeah.
Although I will say, I don't even know where my ID is anymore.
I think I got mine somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. World Domination Wrestling Alliance presents Berkeley Mania 7 at the Berkeley County Youth Fairgrounds in Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Martinsburg, West Virginia.
This is the promotion's biggest show of the year and will feature former WWE Tag Team, the Headbangers, Mosh and
Tag
Thrasher.
Team Champions.
Tag Team Champions, the Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher. They will team with Jordan Evans to take on the Supremacy. Chulo, Montana, Dat Ikes?
I don't know.
Yeah. And Austin Kingsley. Bell time is 5:30 p.m. and tickets are $20. Additionally, the event will see the induction of the Guiding Light Guiding Light Doug Rafferty into the World Domination Wrestling Alliance Hall of Fame. You want to take the next one?
Yeah, sure. Let me grab my glasses here.
Okay.
Championship Pro Wrestling, which is a promotion that we've only learned about recently, so apologies for not announcing their events sooner on the show. But they have 2 events this weekend. The first is on Saturday, August 31st, and will be held at the Riverbend Park in Falling Waters, West Virginia. Beautiful place. With a bell time of 5 p.m., CPW's second show is the following afternoon on Sunday, September 1st. That's how days of the week work, which will be at the Big Bear Lake Campgrounds in Brewston Mills, West Virginia, with a bell time of 12 p.m. That's noon for people like you and me. Both events will feature Bill Bain, who has performed in both All Elite Wrestling and WWE.
He was one of the Scotsmen in Drew McIntyre's entrance at WrestleMania.
There you go. Get more trivia from us. Additionally,
No idea how much tickets are, though.
No.
Yeah, they didn't post anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, we're not sure on that. Additionally, for Sunday, September 1st, Victory Championship Wrestling will be on the Road to Victory at Bishop Donahue High School.
Where?
The
what?
The hick came through again. High school. The hick stepped through again. Next thing you know, I'm going to say wrestling here in a second if we don't stop.
At Bishop Donahue High School.
At Meccan.
I want to say McMecken.
West Virginia, bell time is 3 p.m. and tickets are $20 for front row, $15 for adult general admission, and $5 for kids 12 and under. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to let us know what you think about the show, you can email us at thegrillout95@gmail.com. You can go like the Facebook page. Also, keep an eye out. Our 1-year anniversary is coming up. For this show, we got a few things planned for that. A few things are going to change for the show, and we have some other announcements.
Listen, if you're putting on shows, talk to us. Let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try to work out something where we come out there. Who knows?
That's true. You can email us with all of that information, thegrillout95@gmail.com.
Hit up our Facebook page.
Yes, hit the Facebook page up. A lot of great engagement.
Josh.
Yeah, I mean, Josh does a lot of our social media, so
Yeah, I don't.
yeah, I'm horrible at it. And until next time, fellow wrestling fans, have a good one.
Champ.
Goodbye, and good night, back.